Hey, welcome YouTube. This time I have the audio on. I posted this video and it turned out I did not have the microphone on, so it didn't have any sound, so I'm just doing the video again. I had an unpleasant experience with COMC recently with this card that you can see on the screen. It's a Zinedine Zidane soccer card that I sold probably 2 or 3 years ago. And oh, it looks like there's one for sale here for $19, $20. And so I got this message from COMC just a couple days ago, and they said that they were helping themselves to $70 out of my account. You can see here it shows up under latest purchases. $65 they took out of my account, and they say that this is because the card was returned by a buyer under their policy that any card that is deemed to be a counterfeit or a fake card, they will accept a return by the buyer with no time limit. So if this card was sold 2 years ago, 3 years ago, it doesn't matter. The buyer can return the card if it was counterfeit. So my problem with this, and I told COMC this, is if you want to have these kind of outlandish policies, do it with your own money. Don't do it with my money, because I sold this card. You can see it's in pretty low grade. It's got rounded corners. It's got scratches. You can see the scratches all over the card. So if someone wants to send this to PSA, and PSA is going to say recolored, I don't know why they're going to say it's recolored. Like, clearly this is a low grade card. Like, there's nobody trying to pass this off as a high grade card. It's a $20 card, so it doesn't even say that the card is not, it doesn't say the card is fake or that it's not authentic. It just says somebody tried to recolor it or retouch it, which to me, I mean, I don't really see that by looking at it. But if COMC is going to refund someone's money because of that, then do it with your own money. Don't take my money to refund somebody for that. Like, this, to me, this doesn't seem like a legitimate reason to refund someone's money. Like, if you're gonna buy this card, it's a low grade card, it's got scratches all over it, rounded corners. If you're gonna go send that to PSA and PSA doesn't like the card for whatever reason, then it's not my responsibility for you to then come back and get a refund from me. I sold you the card. There's nothing wrong with the card. It doesn't say the card is fake. It says 1993 Panini Zidane football card, whatever. It says the number of the card. It says it's a real card. It just says that it's recolored. So I definitely didn't recolor it. I don't see how. I mean, sometimes PSA says min size requirement not met, or whatever they trimmed or whatever, and then you send it to SGC or CGC or Beckett and they grade the card and they don't say anything. So I feel like this might be one of those cases where PSA is just saying recolored and it doesn't make any sense. Like, why would anyone recolor this card? I mean, it's a $20 card and it's in low grade condition. Like, this isn't like a Mickey Mantle thousands of dollar card that somebody recolored, or a Michael Jordan rookie that somebody recolored. Like, it doesn't make sense to me that this card would be doctored in any way. So this is the second time that COMC has done this, where I get a notification from them. They say, oh yeah, here, we took this money out of your account because a buyer is returning a card that you sold like a year ago or 2 years ago. The last time they did this was for a Shohei Ohtani refractor rookie. It was over $300. They took the money out of my account, and they said the buyer returned it. They said it's a fake, blah, blah, blah. I bought the card on eBay, and it passed eBay authenticity guarantee, and it went to my COMC account, and then I sold it. So now I'm getting stuck with the card that they're saying is fake, and I have to pay the return even though it passed eBay authenticity guarantee. And I paid for it on eBay and it passed eBay authenticity guarantee. So I have a huge problem with that. I don't see why COMC gets to just have this super like overly loose policy about return cards, and that if you want to have an overly loose policy for returning cards, do it with your own money. Don't do it and then like take my money to refund buyers for cards that I sold like 2 or 3 years ago. And this is just a perfect example of that. I mean, this card, there's nothing wrong with this card. This is just totally a normal card. It's not a fake card. It's just a normal card that I sold. And they just take $65 out of my account and say, oh, this card is fake, blah, blah, blah. It's not a fake card. It just says somebody recolored it. It doesn't even say it's a fake card. So I don't even think they're applying their own policy correctly. And then they asked me in the email, they say, oh, let us know if you have any questions. And I said, here's a question for you. Why don't you, instead of taking money from me and helping yourself to the money that's in my account, why don't you finish processing these cards that have been like this one, that is reprocessed as elite, estimated 5 business days, that was due date here estimated November 4th, 2025. Today is January 9th, 2026, and you still have these cards. This Ty Simpson, this one, this one, this one, and this one for November 13th. So my question to you is, instead of taking money out of my account for cards that I sold 2 years ago, why don't you reprocess these cards that you were supposed to reprocess as elite 2 months ago and just do your job and stop taking my money? And I told them, I'm not sending cards to COMC ever again. I'm not sending you guys cards anymore. You don't reprocess the cards you're supposed to reprocess. You take the money out of my account for cards that I sold like 2 years ago, 3 years ago. And it's just not cool. They just don't take care of their sellers. And if you look at my dashboard here, I told them this too. Total sales, $122,000. I've sold over $122,000 on their site. So if you think about it, COMC gets 5%. So every sale you make, they take 5%. And then when you withdraw money from the account, they take 10%. So call it 15%. So out of over $120,000 in sales, they have made at least 15,000. So just off the 100,000, they made 15,000, and then another 3,000 on the 20,000. So they've made over $18,000 in fees just on the sales that I've made, let alone the purchases. So if you look at items purchased, I've purchased over 17,000 cards on COMC, and they're gonna like ticky-tack and take $60 from me for this card and $300 from me for the other card. It's like, and they don't respond to me with these elite submissions cards. I've sent them multiple messages and they don't even respond. And I sent them an email and I said, can I at least get a response acknowledging like what's going on with these cards? Why are they still in processing for elite processing? Like, can you stop holding my cards hostage? Like, I can't sell these cards as long as you have them listed. As long as you have them in this system, I can't sell them. I can't list them for sale. And so why don't you just do that and take care of that instead of worrying about refunding buyers for ridiculous reasons? So that's my thing with COMC right now. Let me know if you've had any similar experiences with them, but I feel like that's, for now, I'm just interested with COMC. I'm just selling the cards that I have that are on there. I'm not adding any new cards. I'm not buying any cards on COMC. I'm just taking my money out and I'm just saying like thank you, but no thank you. Like, I really don't appreciate it. I really don't appreciate the service that they give or the lack of service that they give for someone that has sold over $100,000 on their platform to not even be able to get a response on these cars that are stuck in elite submissions, and for them to just help themselves and take money out of my account for these really ridiculous returns. And when I wrote them back about this, and several times I wrote them back about this, they just ignore you. They just ignore you. So they won't even engage in a conversation. They'll just say, hey, we took out the $65, here's the card. It's a fake card, blah, blah, blah. And then if I write anything back, they just ignore it. So really not cool. I don't know how they treat other customers, but I feel like for me to be a customer that has over $100,000 in sales, to be treated like this is pretty poor customer service on their part. And I told them I'm not adding any more cards to your site, and that's it. Like, I'm done with you guys. So maybe that's why they didn't answer. But they don't try to make any kind of gesture. They don't say, hey, sorry, your card's stuck in elite processing for 2 months, we have a backlog. They don't say anything. They don't like have like just a decent human conversation with you. Like, I don't get it. So I feel like, are they just trying to lose customers? I mean, why are they doing this? So that was my thing with COMC in this video, and let me know if you've had any similar experiences, especially with the returns. Like, I'm curious, is this just me? Like, I've had this happen twice now in the last couple months, and both for cards that were sold a long time ago, and both for like pretty questionable reasons, especially the one that passed eBay authenticity guarantee. Like, that just kills me that I pay for a card that passes the authenticity guarantee program, and then I sell it, and now I have to be the one that's refunding them. It's like, well, what about me? I bought the card too. Like, it's the same card. So I'm the one that's getting stuck with the card even though it passed authenticity guarantee. Like, isn't that supposed to protect me from the card being fake or from getting returns? Like, I'm assuming if whoever bought it I sent it on auction on COMC, whoever bought it, it would have gone through authenticity guarantee a second time to go to that customer. So they but they still get to return it because COMC has this ridiculous policy. So they still get to return it. Even if they tried to return it through eBay, eBay would say no, because it passed authenticity guarantee, so you can't return it. So that should protect me as the buyer, as the seller. But because COMC has this crazy policy, they get to still return it over a year later, and then COMC just takes $350 out of my account. And I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? That doesn't make any sense. So what I told them is, if you want to have that policy and take returns for those reasons or whatever, do it with your own money. Refund the buyer with your own money. Don't do it with my money, because I don't want to have that policy. I'm not offering that policy. Like, if you buy a card and it passes eBay authenticity guarantee, that's it. That's the end of it. You don't get to return it a year later. Like, that's just unheard of. That's just the most ridiculous thing.